Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Magic with Zuby. My name is Zuby, and if you're brand new to this show is all about a little well-known card game called Magic the Gathering. So on today's episode, we brought on the amazing, the wonderful, the radical Mari. And God, that conversation went off the rails, and you'll see, and went off the rails in a good way, and I loved every single second of it. It was awesome. It was amazing, and I hope you all enjoy it. But before we get into that, just a few announcements. I will be at Command Fest Philly, June 24th through the 27th. So if you want to get a game of Commander in with me, awesome. Let me know. Looking forward to meeting people and getting out again with some Magic Fest. And yeah, I mean, that's the only location. I do try to plan on going to DreamHack Atlanta later on. And then... Oh, what is this? And then we are, going to be going to DreamHack Atlanta. And then you can, that's about it for announcements. You can also find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spotify. You'll find it on YouTube if you search Magic with Zuby. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'll just search Magic with Zuby. You'll find me. And then email mtgzuby@gmail.com. And we are sponsored by cardsphere.com, the best place to buy, trade, and sell your Magic singles and sealed product. They are amazing. Go check them out. Happy belated birthday, Efren. And also altersleeves.com. They just revamped their website and it looks way better. It works way faster. So if you are not going to altersleeves.com and blinging out your Magic decks, you're doing it wrong. Go get it done. It's awesome. If you don't want to actually physically alter your cards, because, not everybody's into that, Alter Sleeves is your next best option for it. It's amazing. You support wonderful artists there, and you can help support the show if you use promo code Magic with Zuby, or use the link below in the show notes, and, just help someone out a little bit. So without further ado, please welcome this very special edition of the interview with Radical Mari. Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Magic with Zuby. I've got with me today none other than, holy shit, it's Mari, the radicalist Mari. And this is a fucking special vTuber episode too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you look kind of animated today. That's wild.
I know, right? I know, right? I kind of look like Goku a little bit.
You look exactly like Goku. The likeness is uncanny. That's wild.
I know. Looking at this picture of Goku, they should give him a beard.
He looks so much better with a beard. Way more mature too. That's my thought process.
Like if he got a goatee and all that, where it actually connected. So real quick fact about me. I'm white, obviously, and
okay. I was about to be facetious, and I was like, no, not here. This isn't the place. But go on.
No. So only you can see this, Mari, but I can't have my mustache connect with my beard down here because my face grows all white trash like. It doesn't. It doesn't connect, and it's like the one thing I'd love to have. I'd love to have a goatee, but it just doesn't.
You can fake it. Like the technology is here. You can use exactly there's actual I know guys who have patchy beards and they will use eyeliner.
No.
It works.
Why?
There's even a brow fill, which is a powder, and it sticks all day. It works because some guys are really particular about their image.
I'm not that particular. I'm sorry. That's just that's too much. It's
you're not Goku's not ready for it.
No. So for people who do watch the YouTube, for people, because I get more listeners in audio land than YouTube land, but for anybody watching the YouTube, if you're wondering why my picture is Goku, what was it? Last month I think it was. I came on your stream and you wanted to give everybody a VTuber icon or something.
Yes.
Something pretty quick and easy, and I was just bullshitting with you, just make me Goku. I didn't think
what did I do?
You made me Goku, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Yes. So The context for it, since the last time you had me on the podcast, I've made a tradition, I made the transition from being a face cam streamer to VTuber, and I've had a lot of fun with it. And when I had you and then Bobby Christine came on, as well as Keith Ulu Cards, I just like asked a good friend of mine, Coco Munchie, to make some art, and she absolutely delivered something quick, simple, easy, and I thought looked really good
Oh
because
yeah, everybody
yeah,
looked good.
for sure. Even Bobby Christine still uses the art from time to time on her own channel, and I was like, yes, nice, I love that.
I know, now that you gave me the pictures again, I need to, and taught me how to do this. I gotta
Yes.
remember to do this for my next stream when I don't feel like showing my face, because I just want to be a slob or something.
Honestly, like, one of the reasons that there are two main reasons I love being the VTuber, and one of them is because I can look over and say, oh my gosh, I look like this really cute avatar. I look like my character is a squid, which is, I guess it's kind of, but the other reason is I can feel a lot more comfortable rather than just having my face on full display for any random to come in and out. I feel a little more secure, not like, oh, judgy eyes are coming in and looking at me. Now they're coming in and looking at a cute avatar. Yeah. But it's a lot more relaxing is what I'm trying to say. I feel less on edge being on camera.
Yeah, I can see that. It's I mean, yeah, being a woman, it's probably a lot tougher dealing with that stuff too, and it's
yeah, I mean, literally anybody. I have very good friends of mine who have tried both streaming with the VTuber avatar and then with face camera, and the opinion is pretty much the same across the board, whether you're male or female. It just feels like there's a lot less scrutiny if you're, dressing up as a character rather than just being a face for everyone to peer at,
True, and it
Yeah.
helps. It helps too when I don't know. Do you feel it helps you be more entertaining?
I think so, honestly. Um, so one of the things that I've really focused on ever since I shifted away from streaming Magic full time is I feel a lot like I can just kind of let loose and be myself. And I'm Italian by descent. I'm white, but mostly Italian family. But we're very expressive with our hands and our voices.
Yeah.
So even now, while I'm talking to you with my avatar, I'm still moving my hands. You can't tell because the camera's not on that. But
you need to get the avatar hands working.
I need to. The technology exists. It's just so expensive. I'll figure it out. If I get a 3D model, for sure, that's what everybody's gonna see. But yeah, no, I feel like being able to not really worry too much about. I'm still acting, but not in the same way. Now there's more focus on how I sound. A lot of people are more interested in like hearing my voice than seeing a face and associating like a face to go with the voice,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's I'll be honest, this is probably a boomer thing of me. When I first started seeing VTubers, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't understand what the hell this is.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I still find it strange.
I personally it's definitely strange. I've seen the technology for a long time, and I thought that, oh, this is something that's really cool. One of the first VTubers I personally had exposure to was a Magic VTuber mutual of mine. I don't know if you ever met Karaku, but he was a Red Panda VTuber.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he used like the face rig, and this was well before, VTubers were super popular, but he was just using this like free model on face rig. And I was like, that's kind of a neat idea. But as I looked more into it, I realized, this is something that's actually popular. I'm not personally fully ingrained with like quote unquote VTuber culture, but I think I'm a step closer to just like, at the end of the day, all you're really doing is just creating a character and you're acting. And instead of portraying yourself, you're portraying like yourself as an anime character. And that's really the most exciting part of it.
So with your VTuber, is it more, I mean, obviously it's a character, right? But is there hints of Mari there or?
Oh yeah. So when I was using a face camera, there was a lot more pressure personally for me to be like not necessarily reserved, but just to not be as wild and loud and boisterous. But playing a
Really?
character, I just, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
if you've tuned into like a regular stream of mine, I've definitely gotten a lot more rowdy over the last like year. And I wouldn't say that it's because I'm a VTuber, but I feel like being able to play the character Mari, who is just this loud, obnoxious, kind of gremlin person, that's fun and exciting for me.
No, I can see that. I see that. It's I know what you mean because there's times like when I'm streaming, like doing the podcast is a lot easier for me, right? Because it's I know I'm only recording a little bit, and there's really only one audience member, aka the guest, that I'm
It's
talking to.
me.
It's
It's
you.
me.
It's all about you right now. But no, and once I get done with it, I don't really care at that point. I'll upload it and then send it to the ether. But when I'm
Mhm.
streaming, it's more like I know what you mean. I have to be a little bit more reserved. I can't be my fully pirate potty mouth where
Right.
I'm just like fuck all this shit and no, I got to put on the persona of Zuby, which I don't even know what that persona is. It's just I don't know. But
Everybody's a little bit different, like in front of a camera versus not in front of a camera. I think I know
yeah.
what you mean, though. Yeah, no, it's like before we were close, the Zuby image was like, this is a person who's knowledgeable about magic. They're really nice and respectful. They would never say fuck. And then I got to know you. And like within the first 5 sentences, I got a Zuby fuck. And I was like, all right, this is our tone. I love this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's no, thank you by the way. But
Absolutely.
it's also I don't know. It's tough.
Mm.
And just that whole world of content creation, like try to put on this persona, and
Oh, yeah.
it's something that I've been kind of struggling with lately because it's I don't know besides doing this podcast, I don't really know what else I'm known for in Magic. Like I barely play the game nowadays. Like I'll still play it, once or twice a week, but nowhere near as much as I used to, and it's
Right. So, with me personally, magic was a very important part of my streaming career starting off.
mm-hmm.
I didn't really find my place until I became a full time magic content creator. And that was very good for me because it brought me to people like you and a lot of other people I knew. But it was also very exhausting just putting out magic content day in and day out. So I definitely understand where you are. I think in terms of branding, it's something that's really important to build for yourself when you're in like the public eye. But if you're worried about being yourself and being someone that people aren't going to like, fuck them. Literally just fuck them.
Oh
Do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do it sparks joy. I like the Zuby that I know is a little bit trickster. He's just good energy. He's fun to be with. Yes, he's got great facial hair, even if it's not a goatee.
Even if it's white trash, like
Even if sometimes it gets white trashly, it's okay. It's okay because it still looks just good. Look, you're adored, and I can say it a million fucking times, but no matter what you do, as long as you're yourself and as long as you do what you do best, which is creating a space for people to just talk, you're gonna fucking succeed anywhere.
See, and thank you for that. That's what I've always wanted to try to do with the podcast, where it's and you probably know because it's
Yeah.
when you're trying to get into that magic content sphere, like, Mark, I've been doing this 6 years now, and it's like, I first start off like, yeah, I've got a plan. I want to do this and that, and I was going along with it, and it was great. And then somewhere along the way, it changes, and now I enjoy more talking with people, and it's definitely more of a niche audience. If I wanted to get bigger, I know what I need to do, but that's not me though. Like, I don't want to talk about commander decks all the time and
No,
or
it
what's
gets
the best
exhausting.
cards coming out and all
No,
that. Like,
we could like if you did that, like honestly, you would probably only really make one episode a month because that's just how wild magic content is nowadays. And if you really wanted to get nitty gritty, you could just go in and be like, all right, let's talk about the meta decks this week in standard. But honestly, that just
Oh
sounds
yeah.
boring.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
and I started off like that a lot too because that's what I was interested in, and
Mhm.
it's. I mean, like even if I just focused on Commander, props to the people who can do it, but I can't. Like it's, I love Commander, I love the format, but damn, I can't. Like
So
I don't know. It's just too much overload, I guess, and
for sure. You have a full time job outside of content creation, though, right?
oh yeah, oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
my job.
That we'd love to hear it. But
Oh
one thing that I've realized is a lot of the content creators I know that are able to pump out content like this, that's all they do. They don't
yeah,
have other jobs. They don't have social lives. They're just pumping out content as frequently as possible. And that's how they stay both relevant within the system as well as like at the top of like anybody's like in the forefront of everybody's mind. So I'd say don't beat yourself up over that. Those
no, no,
people have
I don't.
found their
Yeah.
niches and that makes sense. But,
No, I mean, like I've gotten over it pretty much, but it's still sometimes it pops up in your mind because I'm still doing this. I still want to try to do the best I can, and stuff like that. But it's yeah, I know I'm not going to be able to ever do this full time. I wouldn't want to do this full time to begin with. Fuck that.
I know, yeah, no, doing content full time just sounds like the best way to make like what you love doing, which is content creation, the bane of your existence. Like, I
Yeah.
could never stream full time. I can't even imagine myself doing that,
I mean,
you
maybe
know?
if I was younger, didn't have a family and all that.
Right. Exactly. We
I
can't all be like Tyler one. We can't just be in front of a computer like 16 hours a day pumping out content.
yeah, it's no, but it is what it is. Um, but let's go ahead and talk about some magic here. Oh, you wanna
Yes.
Oh shoot, I don't think I have it. I don't know if you
Oh
saw
no.
this. Um, but I have an actual true power 9. I
Shut
got
up.
yeah,
Okay. So for
legit.
everybody at home, Zuby is holding up a Black Lotus. Oh my God. Zuby, no, don't rip that Black.
No, see, it is an actual Black Lotus.
It
It's
is. It's a real Black Lotus. That looks like the
it's
what
the
was it?
the dual
The
masters.
Duel
Yeah.
Masters. That's what I was
But
thinking of. But it's
it's
still
legit.
printed by Wizard. It's not technically
Exactly.
Magic the Gathering, but it was printed by Wizards of the Coast. So canonically, it is a Black Lotus.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Cost me
Canonically.
$30. Freaking you know
Really?
how expensive that is? Shit.
Compared to like 20,000? Yeah, sure. Take my 30
Right?
bucks.
Take my 20,000. Gosh.
Tell me the story of how you got your hands on this Black Lotus.
I went to a little known website called ebay.com and typed in the search bar Black Lotus.
Phenomenal.
It was hard. I mean, I had
Sounds
to,
like so much work.
took me like 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine going onto eBay and then trying to find a Black Lotus and someone being like, here's a Black Lotus for $18,000? And then you buy it and it's the Dual
Yeah.
Masters version.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
I'm just saying, be careful what you buy.
That is true. No. Yo, it's I've told my wife this. Like, if we ever like struck it big and all that, I would actually want to get a legit Black Lotus, but I'd have to. There's no way I'd buy it online. I'd have to go in person and get someone who actually knows about cards.
Yeah.
Make sure it's
No.
legit and all that.
Absolutely. You could like use that like as a down payment for a house down the ways,
Right.
you know? I'm
Right?
just like, yeah. I've come across several LGSs in my time because I've moved about 4 times now in the last year.
Right? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you've been
So I've been everywhere, yo. Technically, 2 of the times have been okay. So one time from Hawaii to San Antonio, from San Antonio to San Antonio, and then from San Antonio to Cincinnati, and then from my parents' place in Cincinnati to our new place in Cincinnati. So
Oh
lots of
dang.
moving around. But I've gotten to see the point of the story is I've gotten to see a lot of LGSs. And I don't know why, But I'll go into the stores and I'll be like, hey, I'm new to this area. I really want to know more about your LGS. I want to see if this is going to be my LGS.
Yeah, if it's going to be a good fit.
Exactly. And within like the first 5 bullet points, the owner always tries to find a way to kind of sneak in and mention, like, oh, yeah, I own a Power 9 set. It's not here. It's in a safe somewhere else. But I'm just like,
No,
yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, that definitely makes me want to stay here.
Don't you want to fall in love with me now? I've got
prime real estate right here. Ladies are lining up for this Power 9 holder. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Jokes aside, the folks that I like primarily did spend time with that were like owning these LGSs were actually very nice. I would ask questions because I am female presenting and I'm like, hey, so this is something that's really important to me. I'm a woman who's going to be in your store. What sort of policies do you have to protect me? And for the most part, they were like, oh, yeah, like half of our staff are women, like, where we're all respectful. We keep hours to a really reasonable time so people aren't walking to their cars really late at night, shit like that. But it's fun picking fun at them about the fact that every single LGS owner in San Antonio owns a Power 9. But for the most part, like the stores that I have been to have been really, really cool. And all the owners have been really great and have shown the true spirit of Magic, which is, making a good space for people.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me. I can't remember if I mentioned on the podcast or not, but I went to the Streets of New Capenna pre-release to a new LGS I've never been to. It's owned by a husband and wife who are like in their mid-30s, and they're both Magic judges, and it was really, really welcoming space. And the thing that blew me away, and sorry folks if this sounds weird, but I went into the bathroom and they actually had like I went to the bathroom, boom, and that's it. No, but
congratulations. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
No, but in there it was nice and clean, and they actually had women's products there, like maxi pads, tampons, and deodorant for men and women. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's I mean, I like that because it's it just shows that they care. And I mean, my only complaint about that place was the chairs sucked. Oh my god, the chairs were god awful.
You can't have everything perfect, no, otherwise you'd want to stay there and never go home. They got to keep those uncomfortable chairs so eventually you're like, you know what, I can't stay here any longer. I played like the pre-release Commander, whatever, fucking you're there to play for 8 hours. I need to leave.
No, but other than that, it was a really good store. I really liked it. I want to go back there. The only problem is they're like 45 minutes away from me. It's the only LGS I've got near me now. All the others are gone.
That's actually killer. COVID. I can't imagine driving 45 minutes for anything.
I mean, I used to do that like every Friday night. There was Mari, I gotta tell you, this LGS, when I got back into Magic, I think it was Magic 2013. It was I found this LGS. It was this husband-wife couple. They had their kids working there. Like just the nicest, the best LGS I've ever been to. Like everyone was welcoming. Like they wouldn't put up with any bullshit. They were not afraid to kick people out, and it was, I loved it. They unfortunately had to close like years ago, but fuck, you would have loved it.
I would have. I love environments where the owners are just straight up like, hey, we take no shits. We will kick you out. Don't care if you're a regular. Don't care if it's your first time. Like, and then there's just always like that one big brother who's quiet behind the counter, and he's like, he will kick your ass if it comes down to it.
Right.
I love that. Yeah. No, but circling back to like the fact that you were at the pre-release, this is the first time that Wizards had a pre-release event before the arena release in like a very long time.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time they did this, to be honest. It's been... But I can't even remember the last time I even went to a pre-release before Streets of New Capenna. I want to say I did Throne of Eldraine or one of the Ravnica sets. I don't know.
I personally have never done a pre-release because I didn't really get into Magic until like the pandemic, and then by that
Hmm.
point in time, the only pre-release events, quote unquote, were all like over Discord. And I was like, I'm not going to go out and buy a product just so I can play online. That's silly. And little did I know that that's exactly what I'd be doing with playing Commander over Spell
Yup.
Table. But
Yeah. Oh, thank God for Spell Table during the
oh
pandemic.
my
Holy shit.
God, Spell Table saved my entire social life. I'm
Same.
100% sure. Oh my gosh.
Same, because
Um,
I'd already been working from home before the
mhm,
pandemic and all that. So, but I was still going out and blah 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 all
mhm,
that stuff. But
right.
yeah, yeah, Spell
Oh
Table,
my
virtual
gosh.
EDH, if the OGs remember before Spell Table, it
Right.
was yeah, it was a lifesaver.
My first exposure to playing EDH was actually on Tabletop Simulator.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah. I don't know if you ever met them, but was a Magic streamer named LKV, whom I'm still very close to, although they don't really stream Magic anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, they imported the entire Battle of Takir, or what was it, Cons of Takir battle box
Mm-hmm.
onto Tabletop Simulator and just brought on
Ooh.
5 people, and we all just played. That was the first time I'd played Commander, and I was enthralled after that. I was like, I need to start building my own decks.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then that's how it started.
The bug was bitten.
And I was fucked from there on. I've spent so much money on Magic over the past 2 years. It's kind of embarrassing.
No, I know what you mean. It's I don't even want to know how much money I've spent in Magic. Like so
It's only $30, right? Because the only thing you spent money on is that absolutely legitimate Black Lotus. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
totally.
No, it's well, I get to see how much I spend each year because I write this off for taxes and all that stuff too.
Oh, that's so smart.
So yeah, I mean,
I,
yeah. How do you think I don't pay taxes? Oops, I shouldn't be saying that. The
uh-oh.
IRS is
I
gonna start listening.
I'm actually really bad. Like I've been streaming for about I guess 4 years now, and I've never written off
Oh
anything.
my gosh, Mari,
I'm
this is the
sorry.
year. I'm being serious. No, no, no. All
I
right.
don't what am I even writing off
Oh no,
actually?
serious talk here. Okay,
Okay, all
for
right.
everybody who is perfect. This is what we'll talk about here. Okay,
All
so what
right.
you can do first
Okay.
is you got to look at what your state can and can't do or support. So Florida, I'm just using Florida as an example.
Mm-hmm.
You can apply for an employer ID for free. So
Mm-hmm.
look if your state can do that, and you when you apply for it, you just put the name of your business down. AK, you can call it whatever the hell. It's the Radical Mari Stream or something.
Okay. What if I call it butt fart stream?
I
Do
mean,
you think
well, you
does it have to
could
be related to Radical Mari?
but I mean
Sweet.
this will be something the IRS does look at. So if you ever did get audited, they'd be like, "Oh, so what's butt fart streams?" I mean, do you want to
And
explain that to an IRS agent?
I have no shame. I would explain like, oh yes, I go on to stream for 3 hours a day, 4 days a week, and I just shit everywhere.
I mean, well, there's that one lady streamer who does that, who like licks microphones or something?
Every lady streamer with an ASMR mic does that.
Oh, okay.
Zuby, you're not cultured.
I apparently not. Fuck, man. Oh, okay.
I okay, so I'm not going to call it butt fart stream, but I'll find just as
Call it
cheeky
whatever.
name.
So you start off with an employer ID, and what you do from there is you literally anything related to your stream, such as you buy a game,
Mm-hmm.
you know your VTuber thing, you can write off. You record that, write it off. Like I keep spreadsheets for it every year. So by the time the end of the year comes, I do a tabulation of my gains and losses and all that. And what you also do is you also want to get a good accountant, or a good tax preparer, and to help you out with this, because they can help you write off your monthly internet, your cell phone, if you use your
Mm-hmm.
cell phone for literally anything related to this, your electricity, your office space, all that stuff. They can help you out writing all that off. And if you traveled in your car for anything related to your streams, boom, write that off.
So, for example, if I was like, I need to go to the store to buy like a new Nintendo Switch. So, would I be able to like write off the distance traveled in my car to go and buy a new Nintendo Switch?
Yep.
That's wild. Okay.
So I'm going to Command Fest Philadelphia next month, and
Thanks for inviting me.
you're come drive down because you're close, right?
Where is it actually?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is not far. I'll have to get back to you on that. But go
Yeah,
on, please.
yeah. So I'm writing off that entire trip. I'm writing off the plane ticket, the hotel, any food I purchased while I'm there, any product I purchased while I'm there, because it's traveling for my podcast.
That's so cool.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you need more help with that after we're done here, like, and any content creators, if you're in the U.S., take advantage of this. Like, seriously, it's dumb. All right, and I'm not saying this. I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but the older I get, the more I see how rich people take advantage of the system in terms of never paying taxes. Because, I've made more money as I've gotten older, and it's starting to learn ways that my accountant tells me like what I can and can't do. I'm just like, fuck, that's why people like Elon Musk never pay taxes and shit, because they've got every fucking loophole that you can think of. It's and it's all available to people just like you and me too. We just need to have someone help us figure out all the codes.
So I'm petitioning then for a Magic with Zuby weekly stream where you tell us how to write it off.
I could do a whole episode about it, because I've been doing this for God, I think 4 or 5 years ago. I've been writing off my podcast now, and haven't had to owe any taxes, which is great.
That is good. I have a tax story if you'd like to hear.
Hell yeah. All right. Magic with Zuby, tax time.
Tax edition. Woohoo.
Oh, shit. Do you pay the one?
Yeah.
Mari doesn't.
More than one.
Mari doesn't.
So whenever I start with my job, I always elect for absolutely no allowances because I don't need any. It's just me and my partner. I make enough money to support us both, so I don't really need any extra money that I have to pay back at the end of the year. I moved from Hawaii to Texas last year. I was only working at my Hawaii job from like January up through May, and then I moved, and then I was looking for a new job in Texas. The new job, it took up the second half of the year. It doesn't really matter. I didn't learn until tax season that Texas doesn't have state taxes. So,
oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, not with income tax. So by the time it was time for my taxes to be filed, I had like 5 months of taxes that needed to be completed. Because they were from my Hawaii job. We use a tax service, which will go unnamed because I might slander them by mistake. I had about $400 for my tax return, and the tax return service cost $3.99.
Oh, is this TurboTax?
It is.
All right.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not TurboTax. Wink.
All right, yeah, slander them all you want. Fuck them, first of all. I'm being serious, Mari. Like, next year, look into like an actual tax preparer. I wish I could give you my tax preparer because they are fucking awesome people. They're huge Star Trekky nerds.
Nice.
And every year that I go there, I either get the son or the mom, and we just bullshit for like 2 hours while they do my taxes, and I love it.
That. That's good. Yeah, I'll have to like do better this year. We've been using the service for like several years and it hasn't been a problem. I just blame Texas, honestly.
Yeah, it's because Florida has no state income tax either, so it's I've been talking to my wife like I want to move out of Florida. Like badly. But
Mm.
I'm hesitant to go anywhere where there are state income taxes because I'm so used to not paying any.
I feel you 110%. I don't want money taken out of my account, but at the end of the
Right?
year, you got to pay it anyway, right?
Eh,
I mean, unless you write it all off, as you
yeah.
should.
Yes.
Fucking content creators.
Yeah, man. You gotta do it. Do it. All right. Everybody listen, you content creator, fucking I'm your tax man.
Yeah. Taxes with Zuby.
Taxes with Zuby. Hell yeah. Be the next episode. No, but seriously, so like I said, it's different in every state. Don't completely follow my advice. Like always talk to a tax accountant, but like I said, I don't know state to state, but an employer ID should be free, and there almost anyone can get one. I think you can get one per household if your state follows the same as Florida. So you could even, if your partner streams, you
Yeah.
can use that same employer ID for whatever they stream too. Like if they buy anything related to the stream, same thing, write it all off.
Okay. That's
And-
good to know.
Yes, and you will hopefully thank me later if you get a good tax accountant where you're like, oh shit, I'm getting how much back? Because for the first X couple of years, you're going to show losses and not a lot of gains. So, you offset those losses and by getting some tax credits back and, boom, bada bing, bada boom, forget about it.
We love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you again a year from now, and I'll be singing your praises. Zuby, you taught me how to file my taxes not like a nincompoop. Thank you.
Yeah, because I used to do the whole TurboTax thing, and then my friend recommended me this tax preparer, and they changed my life with like everything. And this is all legit stuff, by the way. But I always recommend check your state as well too, because your state may do different things compared to Florida.
All right.
The other thing, so I eventually had to no longer write it underneath my employer ID. I eventually had to become a DBA, a doing business as. So Magic with Zuby is officially like a corporation business type thing.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to do an LLC because if you do an LLC, you actually have to show you have employees and all that stuff.
Ooh,
So I'm
okay.
could write my daughter in there or something, but nah. Plus,
First job.
right? LLCs are more expensive too to like register.
Ooh. So what's the point of having an LLC over anything else?
So I mean, that's like if you're doing an actual, probably a business that you're going to have employees with. Like
Okay.
a DBA, if I recall, is if it's just going to be yourself, and if you ever have someone that works for you, you do like a contractor type thing, like a 1099. Or anything like
Alright.
that, or send them invoices, stuff like that. But I mean, for myself, I never see myself, getting to that level. So it's
I would work for you in a heartbeat. You could come to me and say, Mari, I need, and I'd be like, yes, I'm there.
oh, don't tempt me. I need someone to like do my social media. Like Mari, need you to do all my social media. Pretend you're me, but better.
I don't think that's a good idea to leave me with your social media. I think once I put up a status that said haha card gains with an N. Am I right, fellas? And as
Haha,
you can
card
imagine
gains.
that haha card gains. So it's like card games, but with an N instead of an M.
So
I'm
like
not clever.
gains, like
No,
like,
not even.
like muscle gain.
Ganes. Ganes. Not even the correct gains. Look, Zuby, I'm the worst when it comes to social media. I don't even
So
take
am
my
I.
own social media seriously.
I'm horrible at it. Like,
Well.
okay, so I'm trying so hard to like get into TikTok and all that stuff, but
Oh, TikTok is scary.
all the trends with TikTok, I'm like, I see so many of the trends like what TikTok. I'm like, these are all dumb. Like they're really fucking dumb. And
I
yet,
have bad news for you. The primary demographic on TikTok are 13-year-olds.
I know my two daughters are obsessed with TikTok. And
So if you're not making content that's going to appeal to a 13-year-old, you're not going to get seen.
though I will say I'll make a really stupid video on TikTok and it'll get like thousands of views and
Mm-hmm.
net me like a shit ton of followers. So I'm just like, oh, this is how people get quote unquote big in TikTok. They just make dumb videos and
Yep, that's really it.
yeah, just I don't know. Well,
So
whatever.
yeah, my
Whatever people are
partner.
into.
I mean, like, okay, so my partner has been streaming since October of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been like he had been making TikToks a little bit before that, probably since like August of last year in order to promote his brand. And just this March he hit partner on Twitch after streaming for about 5-6 months.
Okay.
So TikTok is definitely like a powerhouse,
Oh yeah.
but you really have to know how to put up content there. And the secret is you're putting up content daily and you're putting up
Yeah.
consistent content. You're putting it up at the same time every day. You're putting it up with kind of the same message or the same like media. If he were to put up like a funny video and then the next day a product review, obviously you're hitting two very different markets and it's not going to take off. It takes a lot of energy and time. It's like it's frustrating. There's
Yeah.
no way on this planet I could do that. I used to put up TikToks consistently, and then I got a job again, and I was like, this isn't important for me now, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, when I first started, it it was I was getting thousands of views because I was doing it every day, like you said. But then like for months and months I stopped, and it's only been recently I started kind of doing it again, but not really. But I don't know. You're right.
Are you, it's just hard. Are you putting up specifically magic content, or are you just putting up anything you feel like?
Majority is magic.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want my advice and feedback, just kind of go through your For You page, get an idea for sounds or videos that are popular, and then just try to find a magic spin on them.
Do the floss like
Yes.
yo.
First, you got to learn how to floss, Zuby.
Oh, I can't. I do not
Are
know
you
how.
serious?
No.
Okay. I'll find a video tutorial on YouTube. There'll be a 5-year-old that'll teach us how to floss, and they'll do a better job than me.
My youngest has tried so hard to teach me. I'm just like, no, I can't do it. Like, I just can't.
It's not easy. I'll give you that. It's really not an easy dance. But
so I can do like Final Fantasy 14 dances because I'm obsessed with that game right now.
right.
I can do those, but I can't do the fucking floss. All right.
Okay.
It's just
Okay, Zuby, sell me Final Fantasy 14 in 10 words or less.
in 10 words or less.
Yes. Context. I do not like MMOs, and I've never played another Final Fantasy game.
I don't know if I can do it in 10 words or less. I mean, I can. Well, no, seriously, because
Okay.
I can give you two reasons why you might enjoy it.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
One, they've just recently did a new patch that updated a lot of things where if you don't want to play with other people, you don't need to now. There will be some content you do have to group up with others, but it's few and far between.
Okay.
If you want a really, really amazing story, then this is your game. I don't know. I'm a huge Final Fantasy nerd, and this game has like brought me to tears so many times just in how amazing it is. The music is fucking amazing and gorgeous. It's there is the MMO aspect of it, but okay. So there is something called main story quest or main scenario quest, and that's where you get all the story for the game, and you primarily play that by yourself. There are times where you have to do dungeons or raids, and you do have to play with other people, but it's not a lot. So you could essentially play it as a single player game until like, I don't know, for like 20, 30 hours or something like that. And plus the meme is, it does have a free trial, until level 60. You get to experience the first game and the first expansion completely free. So
That's
there,
how they hook you with
yeah.
that free trial.
But it's honestly so. I first got the game when it first came out, and it was absolute garbage. But it wasn't until last summer when it just started blowing up again. I decided to give it another shot, and I've been hooked ever since. Like I can't stop playing it.
Wow.
It's
You've been playing this nonstop for a year then.
yes,
That's wild.
yes, and I've only streamed it a few times. This is one game I don't like streaming because it's more of just my me time, my relaxing time.
Mm.
And I don't want everybody to see me like bawl like a little baby too during certain
Aw.
parts. Like I'm telling you, Mario, there's certain parts where you're like, oh my fucking god, both happy and sad.
Aw.
It's so
I would
good.
absolutely, I would be there for you. I'd cry alongside you. But I absolutely get it. For me, like, one of my favorite games, period, is Stardew Valley. I
Such
don't
a
want to
great
stream
game.
that game ever. It's such a good game, but it's my me game. That's where I just go and relax and veg. I
Yeah,
have a farm that's already been 100%ed and I don't do anything. I'll just go there and just do my daily tasks, you know? And yeah, no, I understand completely having like a game that's for you and no one else. I completely get it.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, if anything, if you ever do try it, let me know, and I'll tell you what server to join, so you could join on my server.
So you
And
can hard carry me through the entire game.
I mean, yeah, I could.
Yes.
But no, but no, the main story quest, like to get through the entire main story quest, God, it's probably like 300-400 hours of stuff. But
Nice.
it's so fucking good. It's so good. It's
Okay. Okay. Okay.
like
It sounds more exciting than anybody else has sold it to me before. Most people,
yeah.
when they sell it, they're like, "Do you love MMOs?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, well, then I guess you'll hate this." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks for talking to me about it, I
I mean,
guess."
there's MMO aspects to it. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get away with it, but
Yeah.
I mean, so much of it is single player. It's
Okay.
you're not going to get away from it. But and even when you quote unquote beat the entire game, get up to the expansion, beat the latest expansion, there's still so much content to do. The one thing that I really really like is if you're ever into crafting in games like this. For an MMO, this has a pretty deep crafting system, so yeah, they've got like whole sections dedicated just for crafting in the game. And plus they have a casino. If you want to just go gamble in a casino the whole time, fuck it, do it. I've spent like months in there before.
Months in game or like months literally?
Oh, like months literally. Like all I would do is just log on, play the casino, because you get to win casino money and get prizes and stuff, and
Okay.
it's like there's just so much shit to do for an MMO.
That's so cool. I remember someone telling me at some point, and I don't know the validity of this statement, but they told me that there is a housing crisis
Yes, there
in
is.
Final Fantasy.
There is.
Actually, why would I want to play a video game and escape the shittiness of real life and then go into Final Fantasy and be like, oh, it's here too?
Well, so I don't know all the nitty gritty details of the quote unquote
Okay.
housing crisis, but it's it's something to do with some lottery system they have, and that lottery system got majorly messed up a couple months ago, and so they've frozen all house buying. But like, so yeah, you can buy a house in game and you can decorate it and all that. I don't have one, but if you can't ever get a house, there's also apartments. Like I think almost anybody can get an apartment if you want an apartment to
Okay.
decorate. But the thing with housing though is if you do get a house and you don't log in for X amount of days, they'll demolish your house just to sort of keep it so someone
Wow.
can't just buy a house and keep it for years and years.
Right.
But if
Is
you're
there just
logging in,
not space? Like I don't understand that part. It's a game. There's like it's not like the real world how there's like only a limited amount of space where you could put up houses, right?
yeah, there's a limited amount of space.
Oh, never mind.
And they prioritize guild housing
Mhm.
versus private housing. So,
Okay.
which my
How do
guild
I-
has a big house and We'll
Oh,
sometimes
do all of
hang out.
your guildmates live together in the same house, like a
That's,
frat house?
yeah, because you can get like a private room in the guild house too, and there's someone who made a KFC as their house, and it straight up looks like a restaurant, and the guy dresses up like Colonel Sanders and all that. It's hilarious.
That's awesome. I would visit the shit out of that place.
Oh, I've got pictures. I can send you pictures. Oh my god, that's another
Please.
thing. So dressing up your character, like I'm obsessed with making my character look so good or cute too.
What kind of character do you play as?
So I've been race changing a little bit. Right now, my character
Oh,
is a very tall male elf
nice.
character. He's
That's
all like
hot.
sexy looking, and I'm all
Hell
like,
yeah.
and I just look at him like, yeah, I'll be tall like that one day,
All you have to do is just keep eating your vegetables, right?
right?
You'll get that tall eventually.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was like, because I did try Final Fantasy at the same time that you probably did the first time when it was Garbage.
Like when it
Um,
first came out, like I've got the
yes.
collector's edition. That's how excited I
Oof.
was to play it. It was so bad.
You
I
must have been so heartbroken. You
I
got the collector's
was.
edition and you hated the game.
Well, I
Oh.
lasted about a month, and then I'm like, this is I can't do it anymore, and I just went back to
Oh.
WoW.
No, that's even worse.
I know.
Oh well. But yeah, there was like a race of like these really cool tall looking motherfuckers, and the lady version of them got like 7 feet tall and looked super buff. I forget the name, but
Oh,
that
is it
I would
the Rogadin?
you could say anything and I'd be like, yeah, totally, because that's how little I know about this game.
I
But
think I know what you're talking about. Like the ladies are all like fucking buff as shit, and they're
yep,
tall,
yep.
and I'm just like,
Yep,
step on
exactly.
me, death by
Exactly.
snoo snoo.
I was about to say literally step on me, but then I was like, wait, this is a professional podcast. I
Yes,
probably
this is
shouldn't say
professional here.
that. Professional. There are quotations around that word. Yes, no, I made my avatar in the image of how I want to die, essentially.
Getting stepped on.
Getting stepped on, getting absolutely demolished, getting beat up in a parking lot.
Thunder
Absolutely.
thighs, you know.
Thunder thighs, yes. Imagine like the watermelon between two thighs. That's me. That's my head right there.
That wouldn't be a bad
Yes.
way to go, you know.
Absolutely not. Can you imagine? God, you'd be in absolute bliss for, up until the time of.
Yeah, I mean,
Welcome to Magic with Zuby when we talk about buff ladies absolutely demolishing us.
buff ladies with thunder thighs and taxes. That's
Mhm.
all we're
Yes.
talking about here.
That's the podcast. Thanks so much for coming in. Don't forget to support Zuby on all of your favorite.
Yes.
Absorb. Listen, English is hard.
All right, support me on cardsphere.com, the best place to buy, trade, and sell your Magic singles, and Alter Sleeves. Friggin'
Wait, you're sponsored by Alter Sleeves too?
yes.
Shut up. When did that happen?
Good question. I don't remember. I think sometime last year. And
Okay.
what's crazy, so it's an affiliate code, and I've never had luck with like affiliate code sponsorships because it's like barely anyone uses it, but I've actually had some luck with Alter Sleeves. Like people actually use my code. I'm like, oh fuck, shit. Does that mean people are listening to me? What?
It means that people like already are there and they're like, who's my favorite creator? Oh yeah, Zuby. And then they'll just, yeah. Obviously.
Or it could be Alter Sleeves feeling bad for me, like, oh shit, Zuby gets like nothing. Let's throw him a few bones here.
Let's just throw him a coupon code or two. The person's checking out and then they see coupon code automatically applied and they're like, what the fuck is a Zuby?
Yeah, probably like, what the fuck?
No! I was being facetious. You're cool.
All right. So Command Fest Philly, you need to
Yes.
come. I'm gonna be there. I've already booked my flight and hotel. I've got a hotel right across the street from the
Oh, fuck
convention
off.
center.
Manfest Philly. Let me look at the dates super quick.
June 24th through the 27th. Boom.
That's a weekend, right?
Yeah.
June 24th through the 27th. Okay.
'Cause
I'll
I-
look at flights then.
Yeah, because I land Friday at like 9:30 a.m.
Nice.
The first thing I'm doing, Mari, the first thing, fuck magic, okay? I am going to the Rocky Balboa steps.
Really? The first thing you're going to run up and down those stairs?
Yes.
How many times do you think you're going to make it?
Probably just once because I'm fat, all right? But I don't care. I have seen the Rocky Balboa movies too many times to count. And it's been like a dream of mine to go to Philadelphia. Just to go run up and down those steps. Like, you don't understand how excited I am. Like, because I'm going with a buddy of mine. He and I split the hotel. And he's from Philly too, so he knows all the fucking places. He told me some Philly cheesesteak places we got to go to, and all that. And I told him, like, dude, I got to do the steps. Like, I have to. He's like, yeah, I'll show you where the other Rocky places are too. I'm like, oh.
That's phenomenal. That's why you have to have an insider. Like, seriously, any place that you go, that's why you got to make friends anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
If I end up in any random fucking city, I'll know someone who's there and just be like, hey, where do I go if I need this? And my buds will be like, yeah, just go to this place or this place. It's like super easy. You're missing out if you don't make connections with the people you eat. You meet. Don't eat people. Don't eat people. Don't eat people. That's illegal.
I mean, yeah, I guess it is everywhere. There's got to be some island out there where it's not illegal.
Yeah, but that's not a topic for Magic with Zuby or taxes with Zuby because you can't write off a dead body.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So, yeah, come to Command Fest Philly if you can. You know, if you can't, it's fine. But I will be there. Like, I'm so excited. You'll probably see me in a boxing ring somewhere. Be like, hey, yo, Adrian. And
I'll try. I would really love to come. It literally all depends on, like, the semantics, honestly. Looking back on it, like, all I would need is just a plane and a hotel and
I've got a couch.
If you have a couch, I'll crash it. I'll sleep under your couch. I'll be the most gremlin person in the room.
Does my hotel room come with a couch? Because
that's a good thing to check.
I have no idea, to be honest, because, I mean, hopefully you don't mind sleeping with two dudes. Okay, that sounds really bad. I'm sorry, I did not mean it like that. I mean, it's just going to be two dudes in a room.
You heard it here, guys. I'm
shit.
in a room with two dudes.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Fuck. That sounded really bad. Oh, shit. You probably can't see. I'm blushing like, fuck.
I can see. Don't worry.
Fuck. I really did not mean it like that.
It's okay. I know I know you as a person. I know that's not what you meant. Or maybe it was, and we were just playing it off as a joke the whole time.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Who is the person that you're going with, though?
My friend Kevin.
Oh, wow.
He doesn't do, like, any content or anything like that. He's
okay. Just a good dude.
Yeah.
Okay. We're a fan. Yeah.
I'm looking at the hotel room right now.
I bet you anything you guys got a room that just has one bed and you two are going to have to share it.
I mean, I've done worse.
Oh my gosh. So it is a trope typically within like most fantasy genres where they're the travelers and they're trying very hard not to fall in love. And then they get to the last hotel room of the night, or they get to the last hotel on their voyage, and there's only one room left and there's only one bed. And that's supposed to be a romantic subplot. And everybody's like, oh my God, there is only one bed. So yes, that's what I'm envisioning this whole time. You and Kevin sharing the bed.
I mean, we got to share a bed. I mean, I'll do what I got to do. I don't give a fuck.
Legit. We're a fan.
It's sleep head to toe, over blanket, under blanket. I don't care.
No cuddling. No soft smooches. You don't kiss your homie goodnight, Zuby. He's shaking his head no, but there's a small smirk there, which insinuates maybe, but just not in front of the entire podcast. I would never admit that. And you know what?
No,
we respect this. We respect this about Zuby.
I'm good.
No, it's okay.
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Now, if it was someone like my Goku avatar, I'd be like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Okay, so if you were to like if you were to have intercourse with like a clone, is that incest or masturbation?
Well, I mean, so it's not masturbation because masturbation, I think, by definition, is
It
solo.
involves, yeah,
Your
solo.
yourself, and a clone wouldn't be yourself, even if it was a clone. Let's say clone myself right then and there.
Hmm.
Immediately, as soon as that clone comes to, we're gonna start having different experiences. We're gonna be two different people. It's gonna diverge.
Okay,
So, is it incest? No, because we're technically not siblings either. We're
that's
just
fair.
clone. It would just be really
Like
weird.
self-cessed.
Yeah, really weird self-cessed sex.
There we go.
Boom.
We're
You
asking the
probably
hard
weren't. You probably
questions
weren't
over here.
expecting that answer, were you?
I was not expecting such a thorough answer, but honestly, this is what I needed. This is the pinnacle of my night. Now knowing that like one of the greatest mysteries of the universe has been solved here on this
Yeah.
podcast.
I mean,
Yes.
it. I don't. I don't think it would be either.
Yeah. It would be neither. You heard it here, folks.
Boom. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Hold on.
Right.
Hold on. Because let's look up the definition of incest. Oh
Okay.
God! It pulled up a whole bunch of no.
I was about to yell, wait, make sure you're in a private window.
Oh no. Well, no. The way I've got my office, no one can see me here.
Goodness.
So it's sexual relations between people classed as being too closely related to marry each other. So
Okay. And who's I mean, wouldn't having sex with a clone of yourself be considered too close? Too direct? I mean, I've never heard of, someone marrying themselves before. I feel like that
yeah, I
definition's
mean,
kind of lacking, if we can be real. I feel like there's not a lot of nuance to that definition.
yeah, being too closely related. It's so if you're a clone, it's I don't know. I still you're not related to it.
It's just you, or like
It's
an
just
exact copy of you.
it's exact copy of you, right?
Right.
So I mean, like it gets me wondering. Like, did Naruto do any freaky shit too?
Of course he did.
He had
He,
to like he was a growing teenage boy. Like,
yeah, he had to like experiment somehow.
oh,
Sasuke wasn't going to help him at all, so there you
and
go.
and Sakura just completely hated his guts.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
and plus he could turn into the woman version. So I mean,
There we
come on.
go. Yeah, no, come on.
So if we look at it from the Naruto point of view, it's because it is a full clone because they can both act differently. Like,
Yeah, they're both completely independent of one another.
so it's
But
not
okay,
incest at that point.
so here's my question, because I feel like this is important. So shadow clones don't really stick around for a long time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So is Naruto really actually able to experiment with what little time he has with the shadow clone?
What do you mean?
Well, like think about it. Like they pop instantly. Like all it takes is a stiff breeze and a shadow clone will just go like "Pew!" and just disappear. Right? So I anticipate the moment that he starts like doing anything with his own shadow clone, it's going to be enough and it's just going to pop before he really has any time to experiment with it.
Oh,
Is my
okay.
thought process.
Okay, so I'm gonna get really anime nerdy here. Right now.
Okay,
All
we're all
right.
in.
So
We're all
so
in.
so in Naruto Shippuden, when is it during when he's trying to learn the sage powers or during like the wind Rasengan?
I hope it's Wind Rasengan because that's kind of where I am in this point. I'm watching Naruto for the first time.
Oh,
by the way.
okay. So
Yeah,
so maybe this spoils it, but it's and I'm sorry. So
that's okay.
when he starts training, like the way he speeds up his training is creating shadow clones, Kagebunshin.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and so he's able to do whatever training, and then when they come back to him, he's already had that 10 weeks of training, like within an hour, something like that. So if we're going to take it that way, so we know him penetrating the shadow clone, I don't think it would do anything because because he's such a good manipulator of his chakra, I think he'd be able to keep it there because they're not fighting, there's no physical violence going on
Hey,
unless
okay.
it gets into some crazy shit. But
I feel
but
like that's
but okay.
something that he would figure out on his
Okay.
own, you know?
Okay, this just came on my mind. But when that
Okay.
shadow clone disappears, he's gonna feel what he was doing to the shadow clone. So in a way, that is masturbation.
So it is masturbation.
But only in the Naruto world with shadow clones. But we're
Okay.
talking real life. I
Real
don't think it
clones
would
that
be.
don't pop. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would because my clone's gonna keep on going and then wonder what the fuck did I do? What is wrong with my life?
That clone is gonna know, okay? It's gonna be from a place of love, because who better to fuck you than yourself? Who better to make love than you to yourself?
It would just be so weird. Now, would it be cheating if my wife got with the clone?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I think it would be, because I mean that's just like the twins. Like if you ever dated twins and you accidentally get with the other twin, like yeah, that's
But it's
totally.
not twins. No, because this is like an exact genetic copy of you.
Yeah, but
I
I told you at that point it starts existing and starts having its own experiences. It's no longer me at that point.
Right.
It's Zuby 2.0, or you know.
Maybe from your wife's perspective, it's not cheating, because in her eyes, she's still like making love to her husband. But to you, obviously, that is, because that's not you.
I'll be
getting
having
it
a talk
on.
with her now. Like, yo,
You should ask her.
why are you
come
with
back
my
to me.
clone?
I feel like this is a follow-up question for the podcast. Go to your partner and ask, hey, if
Is
you
it
had sex with
cheating?
my clone, would it be cheating? I feel like that either is going to open a can of worms or a lot of insight into your guys' relationship. So if you have any homework for tonight, don't focus on taxes, don't focus on magic, focus on this question. Is it cheating if your wife fucks your clone?
Yeah. Wow,
Zuby is
how the
looking at
fuck did we
this
even
right
get to this here?
I don't know. I think we were talking about, like, I think it's my fault, actually. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. It's whatever. I mean, at this point, I don't even think we've talked like one thing of magic. Oh yeah, LGSs.
Yeah.
Oh, and Black Lotuses or Black Lodi.
Yeah. The plural Black Lotuses is Black Lodi, for sure. We talked about Command Fest. We talked about...
Yes, you're coming to Command Fest. You got to do it.
Yeah. I'm looking at my schedule. I'm looking at what I can and cannot do.
No, I get it. It's just, I'll be sad. No, I'm joking. Oh man, no, don't feel bad. I feel bad. Oh no.
Oh, I see.
I'm just
how
being
it
an
is.
asshole. I'm just being an asshole.
No, it's okay. I genuinely am thinking about it. I'll circle back with you if it's something that can happen. I would
All right,
need to
we'll
bring
circle
a
back.
shit ton of decks, though, if I did do this.
Well, I've just got
Maybe-
my quiver. I'm only gonna bring like 5 decks with me because I don't want
That's
to.
still a lot. I probably have only 3 decks right now that are not precons. One of the precons that I did have, I deconstructed completely,
Nice.
and I'm glad I did. Yes, I made a Yusri Fortune's Flame deck, and when I tell you it's like the most RNG deck in existence, I'm not kidding. Either I win hard or I lose harder. There's really no in between, and it all depends on if I can get Krark's thumb out or not.
Oh god. Frickin', is that a coin flip deck?
It's exactly that.
Oh my god. So when I was visiting Pixie last week, I was playing an EDH game with her and her husband, and she was playing a Rakdos coin flip deck. Oh my god, the most frickin' how many frickin' coins? But then my deck, I built a new I built Sephiroth Dungeons, and it just didn't really do much, but I just kept reanimating all my creatures and kept making people sack all their creatures. That was mean, but yeah, her like flipping 5 million fucking coins, like Jesus Christ.
That's the goal. That's the best part of those decks. When
It was
hits.
fun though. It was fun. It was just like, oh my god, you're gonna flip how many coins now? Because she would do, I don't know, play Kark's thumb and then Kark himself, or Krark, or however you say it, himself, and then play these other cards or enchantments. Like, oh, if you flip a coin, flip another one. Like, Jesus fuck, after like one spell, it's like flip 10 coins. Like, holy shit.
So it was a Rakdos deck then. Was it Krark as the commander with a partner?
No, it was Rakdos. showstopper, I think.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because you can just like wipe the board when Rakdos Showstopper enters the battlefield.
It's what she kept doing. Would blink Rakdos like, motherfucker.
I like her style. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Nashville was fun as hell, though. I got tore the fuck up. I went to one night. I went to Kid Rock's Honky Tonk Bar,
What
and
on earth?
I lost my voice. I'm surprised I didn't get COVID that night. Holy shit!
Really?
So let me tell you who I met. All right, so
Yes.
I went there for work, and I spent the majority of the week there in hotel conference rooms working. But at night, we'd go to downtown Nashville and just fucking let loose because it'd be a hard ass day of work. And we're like, fuck it, we're all together. Let's get tore up. Plus, it was company money, so I wasn't paying anything. It's even better.
For sure. No, that's what makes it worth it if you're spending someone else's money for your trip. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we go to this honky tonk bar, and I meet this Chinese guy and his son, and they're both from England. Like, they've got the most like silky smooth English accents you can imagine.
Nice.
And I loved their names. The dad's name was King and the son's name was Henry. And I'm all like, oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
King and Henry.
Yes.
Shut up. That's wild.
Serious. And the dad was telling me his life story. Like, yeah, I used to be in IT, and then I got bored of that, and now I became a cardiologist. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow. How do you make that? How do you make that change?
What transferable skills do you have? What?
I don't fucking know. Working on the hearts of computers to the hearts of people.
All right, sure. That doesn't make too much fucking sense, but sure.
Well, and plus he's older too, so him being in England, like, yeah, it probably cost him like $100 to be able to do that. You know, not like here in America.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that like changing careers is fucking impossible here compared to anywhere else in the world, actually. Yeah.
So if would you change your career right now, what you're doing?
I like what I'm doing right now. For context, I'm working as a recruiter, so I feel
for like companies like Robert Half or something, or
similar to it. Yeah, I'm working directly for finding employees for my company though, rather than contracting.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I personally find it to be a rewarding job. I like being able to find talent, and I really love being able to get people, opportunities that they might not have on their own. I wouldn't personally say that I would want a different job. I would want to fine tune the job that I have, if anything, just because I like marketing to customers directly rather than to like employees. That's just, it's exciting for me being able to bring out clients to fancy dinners or flying across the country to meet important people. That's the kind of stuff I would like to do. That's what I would like to do. But I'm still new with this company that I have now. So I'm just going to have to build up my time. And after like a couple years, probably be like, hey, it'd be really neat if you sent me out there to meet your big client and I could make a really positive impression.
You gotta fly down to Tampa and meet the big Zubes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I would take any excuse to go to Tampa, actually. I miss Florida.
Oh, I'd take you to some awesome restaurants here. Like, friggin' first place to hit is Rocco's Tacos. Friggin'
really, Rocco's Tacos.
Amazing Mexican food. They've got they make guacamole right in front of you. They hand make their ice cream daily. They've got Star Wars playing in the bathrooms. And it's just fucking amazing food.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to take me there. I live and die by fucking tacos. My favorite food, honestly, is just more food on top of food. It's like pizzas and tacos and calzones and like omelets.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. God. Give me food with more food on top of it. That is my jam.
And then there's a Japanese place in Tampa that's... I got to look up the name of it. I can't remember, but it is... a rinky-dink looking place, but holy fuck, it's so good. Their ramen, top-notch ramen.
Don't say that to me.
I'm serious.
I love hole-in-the-wall ramen more than anything else on this fucking planet. Like, yeah. One of my favorite spots in Honolulu it was off the fucking beaten path. Like I almost missed it like several times before actually finding it. And you know what? That place was bitchin'. It had pork belly that was slow cooked
Oh
and
my god.
slabs of it. And you would just like eat it and it would melt in your mouth. It's so
Oh my
good.
god, that sounds so good. I want to go to
Yes, I
Hawaii
missed it.
one day. I'll get
When
there
you
one day.
do, you have to tell me. That way I
Oh
have an
yeah.
excuse to go out and travel.
Yeah, I mean, it's so the company I work for, it's a radiology company,
Okay.
and we buy radiology groups across the country, and we just acquired a radiology group or acquired some hospital in Alaska, and I want to go to
Nice.
Alaska so bad.
Wait,
Ju-
why would you want to go to Alaska? It's so
during during
cold.
the summer only.
Okay, okay, that
Only
makes sense.
only
I was
during June,
gonna
July,
say.
August.
So 3 months out of the year, everything else
Yes.
you're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to be careful asking for that trip then, because if you're not, you'll just say like, "Hey, I'd really like to go, to Alaska," and your boss will be like, "Bet," and send you in fucking December.
Oh well, I've already talked to him. Like I could
Hmm.
like if there was an actual reason to go there. He said like, "Oh, you're the first one going." I'm like, "Hell yeah, just not during the winter, right?" But
Nice.
yeah, I got to go to Vegas next month.
What are you gonna do when you're in Vegas?
Work,
Oh,
and then party at night, aka. I
there we
mean,
go.
I don't know how much I'll do. We'll see though. Because I went pretty hard in Nashville. Holy fuck, it was. I'm just surprised I got to the hotel one night. And then
What?
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad you made it to the hotel too.
I've got pictures. I'm looking at some of the pictures right now.
You're promising me so many pictures, and I still have gotten zero of them.
Oh, hold on. I'll show you a drunk selfie of me.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
look at that.
it's a little bit hard to see, but there.
Oh
There's-
my god, you're duck facing.
Hell
Shut
yeah!
up.
Hell yeah, duck face. Yeah, look at that shit. I'm duck face drunk Zuby.
Oh,
Hell
oh, you
yeah.
look so cute though with your long hair.
I
Well, longer hair.
no, that's my short hair.
Is that your short hair?
Yeah, I cut my hair off.
Yeah, that was like a month ago though.
It was a couple weeks ago or whatever. Yeah, but I'm
A
glad to
couple
get
weeks
rid of
ago
that
was a
hair.
month ago.
Holy shit.
Whatever brings joy to you. Okay? Whatever brings you joy.
Like, I just didn't like all the frickin' curliness it got. Oh my god! So at that honky tonk bar, we were listening to this band. I've got video of it too, where
Yes.
this lead singer, she was so good. Like she had that kind of Janis Joplin type voice,
Nice.
or Stevie Nicks, and it was just fucking hell. Just and they're playing all the good hits, and I lost my voice after that night. Oh, so I didn't get back to the hotel till like 3:30. Had to wake up
Great.
at 7. I'm still like fucking blitzed. And my boss decides to take us to the Jack Daniel's distillery tour, and I'm just like,
Nice.
oh fuck. Oh, God. It was really cool, but holy shit! The first time I caught whiff of any kind of alcohol, I'm like, oh god, I want to die.
I
was
can
bad.
imagine that was freaking hard to do, actually, especially after a night of drinking and then going to that bar or the distillery, excuse me. Absolutely not. I could not do that.
I don't remember too much about it, but it was something. Well, I
That's
guess
how you know it's a good night, right?
I guess we better start wrapping things up because we got a collab in a couple minutes here.
Really? That's
Yeah.
right. We are.
I wish we
Oh,
could.
crap.
I wish we could keep talking longer on the podcast, but no, we got to go play some Balladins.
Yes. Apparently, it's a game that was funded on Kickstarter, and it looks like it roguelike. And when I saw it, I was like, this looks like it would be something fun to play. I
Yeah,
think that it's up to 4 players co-op, so I'm looking forward to playing it with you.
yeah, me too. So, any last questions before we end it here?
What's it like being the coolest person in the room?
I should be asking you that. Like,
Fuck off. That's a cheapskate answer. Come on.
what's it like being the coolest person? I mean, have you seen me?
Yeah, I have.
God.
Got him.
Got him. No, I don't know. You know,
Try again. Don't say I don't know.
I mean,
Just say it's pretty good. It's pretty great.
I mean, have you seen me?
Yes,
I'm
I
pretty
have.
fucking awesome. So
Yeah, there we go. That's what I love to
boom.
hear. Boom, baby. Thanks for tuning in to this magical episode of Taxes with Zuby and Self-Cessed with Mari.
This has been a crazy episode. I loved it though. Holy shit. I
I
love
can
it.
only expect good times talking to you, honestly.
Yes. Yes,
So,
it was great.
yes,
Where
absolutely.
can people find you?
You can find me online. I stream at twitch.tv/radicalmari. I also have a presence on Twitter at the Radical Mari. I have a TikTok, but we don't talk about that here because I really haven't uploaded anything in over a month. So, yeah.
All
Don't give
right.
me that face.
All
Don't give me
right.
that face.
I'm not giving you Goku's giving you the face.
Goku, don't give me that face.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Mari. It was awesome. And I
It was-
guess I will be speaking to you in a couple minutes.
Yes, it was great speaking with you, and I look forward to spending more time with you in the near future.
Yes.
Literally in 5 minutes.
Yes. All right. Bye.
All right, goodbye. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
All right. Thank you all for listening and watching. I'm back to being a human here. I'm no longer Goku. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was fun. It was fun. That was sort of like a last minute thing because she wanted to do her VTuber thing because that's what she's doing now. She's doing more primarily VTubing, and so I decided to go with my Goku VTubing persona or something like that. So I hope you all really enjoyed that episode. It was a blast talking with her as always. And yeah, so once again, I will be at Command Fest Philly, June 24th through June 27th. Hope to see some of you all there. And I hope you all have a great night. And yeah,